Hello everybody, my name is Alexa Legacy and welcome to another video. I wanted to dedicate a video to a game that obviously meant a lot to me if you've seen my last video. I strongly believe that this game had an influence on who I became as a person. It really made my sad days better and just really helped me grow up and become who I am today. This video was actually inspired by another video I saw called Animal Crossing and Mental Health. It is by Boldly Wired and I really recommend you guys check that out. He worded everything so well and I really appreciate all the work he put into that video and into wording everything, and it really inspired me to share my own personal experience with Animal Crossing and how it helped me grow up. I don't think I'll ever be able to express myself in the same way that he did, but I'm gonna try my best. Let me first start off by saying that if you ever feel like you have depression or you have consistent depressing thoughts, please look for an outlet that works best for you. I never want to imply that Animal Crossing is an alternative to seeking, a mental health professional. Don't think that video games are always going to help you and they're always going to help you ignore your mental health. At the end of the day, if you really feel strong thoughts and strong feelings of sadness, I would highly recommend you look into the resources that you have available to you. By no means am I claiming to have depression of any sort. I haven't been diagnosed with any sort of chemical imbalance in my brain or anything like that, but I think we can all relate to having difficult times in our lives and just needing something to pick us up the way that Animal Crossing picked me up. As a kid, I really didn't fit in anywhere, so I was picked on pretty often. Sometimes I feel like I don't have the right to say that because everybody says that, but growing up is difficult. I didn't have fancy clothes, I didn't have a cool iPod Nano, because that's what all the cool kids had back then with their illegally downloaded music. All the cool girls were mean to me and all the boys thought it was weird. Typical tragic backstory of someone that was in middle school. So after a long day of basically just being bullied and rejected and lonely, all I had were my villagers. And saying that out loud sounds kind of sad now that I think about it. But you know what? They did cheer me up. They did really feel like my friends, and I am eternally grateful for them. My first Animal Crossing game was Animal Crossing Wild World for the DS. Yes, the very first DS. That's the one that basically fell apart if you flipped it open too hard. Looking back at it now, the game certainly did not age well, but at the time it was probably the most influential game I've ever played for many reasons. The first reason, it gave me something to do. There's so many tasks within Animal Crossing, like the villagers give you favors, you have to collect fossils for the museum, you have to water your flowers, collect fruit and fish to sell, to pay for your mortgage, which takes 1,000 years when you're a kid and you don't really understand how mortgage works. Having regular tasks kept me from being bored and it gave me something to look forward to. I did pretty well in school, so it was never something that motivated me or something I really had to work hard for. Achieving academically just came naturally to me as long as I studied and read the chapters that I was supposed to read. So I needed something else that felt more like a project, something that felt more like a challenge. Something like renovating an entire town and a community, planting trees strategically and making the town aesthetically pleasing with flowers and gardening, and it made me feel like I was working towards something. And the game is very easygoing about it too. It never makes you feel like you have to play, and it's very mindless and relaxing. If you want to dedicate an entire day just to landscaping, you can do that. You can dedicate an entire day to being social and talking to all the villagers. There weren't any difficult puzzles or tasks that had time restraints, so the game wasn't very stressful. It was quite the opposite. It was very relaxing. It also kind of gave me the fulfillment of friendship, which I know sounds completely crazy now. These little animal simulations felt like my actual friends, but that's basically how the game was designed, so I don't have any shame in it. The more you spoke to them, the more you wrote them letters, did them favors, and gave them gifts, the more they appreciated you. I had these 10 cuties looking forward to seeing me every day, which is a feeling I've never had before. I had these villagers that missed me while I was gone, which made me feel like I actually mattered to somebody. It made me feel needed. When you're absent, they notice and they worry about you, or even better, they wish you well. Not only was I needed, I was missed when I was gone, and that felt so nice. Something else that I also picked up on after playing years of Animal Crossing was writing to express myself. One of my favorite things to do was writing letters to my villagers, and I was always looking forward to them writing me back. Even if it was obviously a randomly generated response, it was nice to receive kind messages that reminded me I was doing good things. It's something that I still do now. I love writing to express myself to others or just to document my own thoughts in a journal. I'm obsessed with adorable stationery and calligraphy. I love writing to people that I really care about. Every month on Twitch, I actually do a subscriber giveaway where they're eligible to win a sticker and a handwritten letter from me in an old classic Animal Crossing way, just to remind them that I appreciate them. Sometimes I want to do more giveaways just so I can have more excuses to write people letters. One of the other things I really like to do in Animal Crossing was collecting. Like, it really hooked me on collecting things in games, such as, the fossils, the fish, the bugs, and then all of them were seasonal, so it's like all year round you had stuff to collect, and that was so much fun. Like, I love collecting. And then even now, over the course of time, Nintendo has the Animal Crossing amiibos and of course the Animal Crossing amiibo cards, which I've spent so much money on. I have 3 books full of Animal Crossing amiibo cards, and it's just, I regret nothing. So again, like, it gave me something to work toward, and it gave me something to look forward to, and it made something as boring as fishing a little bit exciting with its randomly generated fish that appear at specific times on specific times of day in a specific season. Something else that I really enjoy about the game is probably the interior design, like collecting furniture, making your house look cute and aesthetically pleasing. I like to think that now, as an adult, I am a pro interior designer because of all my years of Animal Crossing and just collecting furniture and making my rooms all look aesthetically pleasing to the eye with the weird furniture that I was given from villagers randomly. Every time I go over to like somebody's house, I always just look around their house and see how I can make it better. I just go on like happy home designer mode, and I just look through the walls to see if there's anything that could be put on the walls or anything that could be put on display in general. It's fun. It's so much fun. I get to look forward to doing that to my own home someday, and I really can't wait. And I think to end this video, something else that I want to talk about is the holidays in-game. And I know that sounds kind of silly because obviously most of the holidays in-game are based on actual real-life holidays. But growing up as a kid, it was actually kind of rough around the holidays most of the time. So I didn't really have anything to celebrate in real life. So I was always looking forward to my birthday and Christmas and Thanksgiving around the time that it would happen in game. I remember always putting aside presents and wrapping paper for my villagers to give them on their birthdays or on Christmas, or I don't even think they call it Christmas. They call it Toy Day. Oh, Toy Day. Like just really cute things like that to show my villagers that I appreciate them and to make them love me. But yeah, holidays were generally kind of rough in real life, so I was happy to have people to celebrate with. People. In air quotes, people. It just, over the course of time, these villagers obviously felt like they were truly my friends. They cared for you unconditionally, even when you were away for months at a time, because anyone that plays Animal Crossing knows you could play for like a year straight, and then you put the game down for 6 months. Your villagers always want you to be doing well, and even if they miss you when you're gone, they welcome you back unconditionally. And I think that that's something that I always wanted. Even now as an adult, it's still something that I look for in friendships and relationships. And it's really nice to have a game that can simulate those feelings. And it's still pretty embarrassing to admit, but these are the reasons that I love Animal Crossing so much, and I will continue to love Animal Crossing so much, and I look forward to the new changes that are coming in 2019. I really hope that I can tuck my shirt in and put furniture in the middle of the table, as I would really like to. And I would like more hairstyles, What are you guys looking forward to? Nintendo and the next Animal Crossing coming out next year. I'm very interested. I think I have small needs, as previously stated. I just want to be able to tuck my shirt in and maybe have more hairstyles. Or, you know what I would really like? Bat villagers. I think that would be so adorable. So yeah, you know, what do you want to see in the next Animal Crossing game? What kind of villagers do you want to see? What kind of outfit options would you like to see? Hairstyles, whatever. I want to hear all your ideas so we can just email Nintendo and make sure they know what we want. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. I understand that some people might be a little bit judgmental and they're just gonna think I'm so weird for thinking these simulated animals are my friends, but they just be nice, you know? I'm a sad person. I know this already. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you next time.